Welcome to another tips video. Today we're going to be talking about how we can work with dates in Excel. And one of the problems people have is if they have a list of dates and times, they want to split it up into sort of even number of chunks per day. Specifically when working with text messages. Let's say you have a day's worth of text messages, people sending back and forth, and they want to break it up into chunks by, let's say, 4 hours, 3 hours, 8 hours, whatever number of hours they want. And it is a little bit difficult to do, but there is a way you can do it in Excel. So today I'm going to show you how to do it and what the formulas to use, and this way you'll have complete control of how those dates and times get broken up. So let's stop talking and go to my screen so we can start doing it. So let's make a new column. So normally in eDiscovery we'll have like a control number column or something like that, so you always want to have that, and this is what you get from eDiscovery software. Right, so we always want to have that because that's going to be our link back to our software. So let's have a date here, and we could say 1/1/2023, something like that, and we can say I don't know, 12 a.m. or something like that. Let's format it so that we could see the whole thing real quick. I don't know, something like that. And we're gonna say equals b2 plus time 100, just so we can create some sequential numbers, right? So we can see time changing from hour to hour. So pretend that we want to break this up into some kind of chunks. We need to convert time into a number. We're going to convert it to a number between 0 and 1, and it depends where the hour is in a day. It's going to be higher or lower. So it is kind of a weird thing, but you know, let's try it. So we're going to say b2 minus int of b2. Don't worry exactly what it does. Just know that this formula will give you a number. So this number is going to be going up as the time is increasing throughout the day. So if we get to the end of 2, see, we're getting almost 1, but not quite. So we're going from 0 to 1 throughout the day. That's kind of how the formula works. And this one is 1. And so it keeps going. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Next, we are going to figure out what part of the day it is. So we need to figure out how many parts we want to chop this up into. So let's say we want to chop this up into 3 parts, for example. We're gonna say int, and we're gonna say c2, and we're going to multiply this by how many parts we want and add 1. Again, you can analyze formula, but doesn't really matter. It gives you a number. So you see how this part is part 1 of the day, this one is part 2 of the day, this is part 3 of the day. If we wanted to change it to 4 parts per day, you just do this, and now you get numbers 1 through 4. So now we're able to divide our day into however many parts you want. So if you want, to have whatever number of hours, you just figure out how many parts you need, basically. Not sure if I'm doing a great job of explaining, but I think you're getting where I'm going with this. We have parts 1, 2, 3, and so now we can use that information. So let's combine it into sort of like a usable field. So let's say equals text, and we'll say b2 and something like they just convert it to an actual day so that we can use it, and then let's append to it like part, and now we're gonna say text d2, and maybe I don't know, something like that if you need to zero fill it. So now By double clicking on the little thing, we can bring it all the way down. And now we have a field that controls part of the day that this time belongs to. Last thing we're gonna do is just gonna call this conversation part or something like that. And since we have all these formulas, let's copy, paste as values. So now we have actual values. And now we can actually get rid of all this. And now we can overlay this into our e-discovery software or whatever we need. And then we can use this as our sort of grouping field. And by the way, if we have an existing identifier for conversation, we can prepend to this also. So we have like a channel name plus the date plus part. And then that's how you can group your messages together. So I know kind of been a long, confusing explanation. The formulas are weird. Don't worry about that. Just use them and then just change that one number to modify how many parts you're gonna get. All right, that's it for this tip. Thank you for checking it out. I will see you on another.